a lot of news today on day 3 of the Raiders training camp here in Napa. Michael, how crazy things are. This morning you wrote that the grand jury in Ohio would hear the Gareon Conley case. We probably both felt that they would move it on to the next step. Here we are in the afternoon. They refused to indict on him, and he's back and like nothing happened.
Like they always say, the legal process is a very efficient process. Not really. This took a long time, longer than GM Reggie McKenzie said that he anticipated, but ultimately the result is the same. He's a kid that the Raiders believed in, 22 years old. He took a lie detector test the day they drafted him in the first round in April. He passed that test, and all of their research said that this day was going to come. This is a day that's very big for the Raiders, and probably even more so significant for Gareon Conley.
Yeah, it was interesting how things played out here, because before the news came down that the grand jury refused to indict, we talked to defensive coordinator Ken Norton Jr. and fellow cornerback David Amerson about Gareon Conley.
I think any football player, what they do is play ball. And the only place they have to get better is on the field. So I don't think anyone's going to get better by not playing. You know, I'm the coach. So when they show up, I'm ready to coach them. And that's all I have to say about it.
He's injured right now, so he just be locked in mentally. So I think he's doing a great job of that. In the meetings and everything, he's kind of communicating with us and making the calls like, okay, what you see here, or what will we play right here. So I mean, he's a rookie, and so it's a process. He's taking steps, and once he get out there, I think it'd be more fluent with him.
Michael, you mentioned before that Reggie McKenzie told us the injury was shin splints to Gareon Conley. Tell the people at home what that means.
Well, it's painful. If you're a runner, if you're trying to run and you have shin splints in it, the pain can be overwhelming. And so we saw Gareon miss the end of spring. We didn't know what the ailment was until here on Monday. But shin splints explains a little bit what it is. They think that he'll be able to be back on the field shortly. The team just started work in the pad, so he hasn't missed too much, and based on what he showed in the spring, this guy can play football, so they're really excited to get him back on the field now that football is truly what he can focus on.
Like we said, once the news broke in Ohio that the grand jury was not going to indict, Reggie McKenzie spoke to the media here in Napa.
We just trusted our process, really. I don't want to get into details about who and what and all that, but we just felt good going into it with all the information we got that it would come out this way, so I'm just glad that it worked out.
So there you have it from day 3 of Napa training camp for the Raiders. Huge news on Gareon Conley. When those shin splints get better, he'll be back on the field. We'll see you here tomorrow for day 4.